When I'm working with organizational leadership, something that we often will talk about is the occurrence of toxic behaviors in leadership. And three pretty popular ones that we end up speaking about are coercion, manipulation, and the use of threats. Now, within emotional intelligence, the only way for leaders to recognize they're using that is to use emotional self-awareness, being able to pay attention to what behaviors result from the emotions that I'm experiencing. And it is almost 100% of the time that leaders are unaware of how often they're using those toxic behaviors in the workplace. Now, emotional self-awareness expands our ability to notice how we're feeling, what we're feeling, why we're feeling that way, and the impact to our behavior. Impulse control is an emotional intelligence skill that we use to avoid taking the bait, meaning responding to the emotion. When we're able to do that, then we can keep our IQ turned on. And our IQ knows that coercion, manipulation, and threats do not get us results. Just think about the child with the plate of broccoli and the parent who says, eat the broccoli or no dessert. Well, in the workplace, it isn't broccoli and ice cream. In the workplace, it's get this task done, get the reward. Whether the reward is a promotion, a pay increase, a bonus, a high-profile project, recognition. But when a threat is issued, if the leader does not follow through, so if the response of the employee is, oh my God, I don't want to not get the promotion, the recognition, the whatever, so out of fear, I'm going to do what they say. The ripple impact of that response from a threat is an employee who does not feel cared for, who's operating out of fear, who is experiencing heightened levels of anxiety and stress, and their performance drops, their engagement drops. So that's a negative ripple impact. We can also have the employee who responds to that threat with negotiation tactics. They're going to push back and challenge. What if I eat just one piece of broccoli? Can then I have the ice cream? And a leader who backs down teaches that employee, look, you challenge me and I'll just back down. Sure. Why? Because that leader's at their wit's end and they're just trying to get as much as they can get out of that employee towards the goals they're trying to achieve. And this is just curating a culture of toxicity. It's also destroying that relationship because trust, respect cannot exist in that space. Then you might also have the employee that's no broccoli, no dessert, no big deal. Don't hit the deadline, don't get the promotion. I don't care. And so the threat has no impact unless, of course, we up the ante. Now you get fired if you don't do it. So I'll go find a job elsewhere. The bottom line, of course, is that emotional intelligence is critical for leadership success. It's critical for cultural success. It's critical for all of these things that we want: performance, motivation, engagement. Do you have it, or are you using toxic leadership choices?